Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now I am a few days late to this one, but as soon as we hit that milestone, I obviously picked Kingpin. And again, to be clear, 100% disclaimer, I do think Abs has more of an upside. Matchup sheet also reflects that. We do have less matchups for Kingpin currently. Actually do need to update the defensive list, but basically Kingpin gets up to 23 in total, with 5 of them being somewhats, and Abs just does more fights now. He really does. Even if you're not like the best, he has 23 yeses and 5 maybes and somewhats. So Abs has more of an upside, really, especially if you are good with him, and definitely the highest ceiling there. However, to me, it wasn't really a choice because Kingpin is one of my all-time favorite champions, and I knew from the beginning that I'm going to be picking him because I just absolutely love the guy. And this video is not going to be showcasing exactly which matchups he can and cannot do. I'm sure you guys can, you guys know many of those already because there have been a ton of videos recently about Kingpin. But I just wanted to have a bit of fun. So obviously the first fight is going to be very basic, kind of like, let's see how quickly he can do 500k damage. We're going to do the first 2 fights in Realm of Legends, and then we're going to do some belly bumping in Labyrinth of Legends, and that's going to be a very fun experience because Kingpin has one of the best synergies in the game. Here I am not using him with any synergies. I am just effectively going with Kingpin as he is. And here I build up to nearly 3 bars of power, and then I activate my level 2, and that gives me unstoppable, and then I can get a ton more rages. So Kingpin doesn't have the highest damage output in any matchup where he doesn't really get, more debuffs placed on himself. But still, 41 seconds is not bad, really. I know in the end there I made it a bit risky, but again, with that degen on the opponent, that also works as substantial weakness, plus Kingpin's ability to reduce damage whilst he is charging heavy attack. Kingpin can actually work as a very substantial tank for when you need to tank those level 3s, especially again, if you do have a degen on opponent, if you are just spamming your heavies and you are unstoppable at that given moment, then you're going to be taking very little damage there. And how quickly he can finish fights largely actually depends on your crit RNG. It's one of the reasons why I'm currently giving him the Karnak relic, which gives him crit damage and crit rate. And as we can see that if you do crit, then you can finish the fights out quite nicely. 30 seconds. Not bad. But, as the title probably suggests, and if you are a reasonable human being, you came here for belly bumping, right? So we're going to do some belly bumping. So this is going to be Star-Lord, Labyrinth of Legends. And let's just start bumping. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I did. Obviously, we are hitting the damage cap constantly with those big belly bumps. And even when we do take damage, it's nothing substantial from that Star-Lord. And this is going to be the entire fight. Dude, I love this guy so much. Because of the unstoppables, because I basically constantly am unstoppable the entire fight, and he is power locked for much of it. This is about as cheesy as you can do a Labyrinth of Legends fight. So I'm effectively only using heavy attacks and level 2s. My level 2s are unblockable. I am myself unstoppable most of the time. We are putting up some decently good numbers. Again, there is that damage camp that's messing me up. I would be doing better damage otherwise, but we're fine. We can just chill like that. And Kingpin can be such a stupid champion, but I do absolutely love him. He's definitely one of my all-time favorites. And there we go. Big chunky guy. And again, I do think that Abs has higher upside for sure. But one more of the reasons why I didn't immediately go for Abs and why I picked Kingpin first was definitely because I kind of felt like my skill class needs a bit more help overall. And I have fairly good hopes for Kingpin because he's definitely still viable, and especially because Kabam loves those metas where we get debuffs like the previous meta. Sorry about that. The previous meta where we were getting power stings, that was definitely in Kingpin's wheelhouse, where he could get quicker to his level 2 and he could get his rage charges quicker. And here we are. We're basically all the time, hovering about around 95 and 100% health whenever we do eat that special, because of the damage reduction that Kingpin has whilst he's unstoppable. And yeah, so we're just kind of chilling. So I'm going to finish this fight with like 98% health. And I really, really did not care that my opponent did hit me. So there you go. This is baby Kingpin. Again, quick reminder, Kingpin has 3 distinct super important SIG levels. SIG level 1, that gives him one extra rage, basically. SIG level 65 is the second threshold. And then SIG level 200, obviously, gives him the third one. Jumping back to the matchup sheet. This matchup sheet, by the way, is pinned to all of my streams. Obviously, you guys kind of dictate which champions get added to it. At some point soon, probably during off-season, we're going to be adding second batch of champions, and I'm also going to be updating the defender list against who we check all the champions. Would hopefully shake things up. But Kingpin, you can feel that he's dated. Also in skill class, I do think if you are skilled with Crossbones does have higher upside, especially he has higher nuke potential. So Crossbones can do slightly more matchups than Kingpin has. And on top of that, there are several matchups that he can do significantly faster than Kingpin has, because Crossbones is a higher tempo character. However, that's also a higher skill level that is required with that. But when it comes to science, obviously Kingpin does just about everything. And when Rhino is going to come to the game as a 7-star, both Crossbones and Kingpin as well, especially, are going to be viable options for that. And yeah, when it comes to Absorbing Man, he does more. He just does. Absorbing Man, but again, it kind of does depend on how well you can utilize him and how well you know each individual matchup. Obviously, you can learn that to a degree. But Abs Man has most certainly, aged better. He can do the more relevant defenders right now, and just about everything in the Cosmic class, obviously, as well. So there you go. If your answer is who you should pick or who you should help pick and stuff like that, I think for most people that would have been Absman if you are quite skilled and capable, and if you are a bit more casual or if you can't be bothered to learn Absman as well, then Kingpin is just easier to use type of champion. But at the same time, man, those belly bombs, Kingpin's my boy. So that was a very quick, easy decision and very quick, easy rank 4. Let me know who did you guys pick, and I'll catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next